the brand new product, zone trading signals. Even though a couple of initial slides we're going to talk about in terms of why and what is the strategy behind the new signal, so that you can understand well how it's working, what is um, the algorithm behind it, so that you'll be able to, once you understand the fundamental understanding behind the strategy, then you're able to trade very well. Okay. Before we get started, please understand the CFTC rule 4.414. As a software firm for day trading, we are obligated to make sure you understand trading is risky. You could lose your investment if you're in day trading. Also understand any past results or simulated results does not guarantee anything in future. Please understand the risk. If you wanted to know more about the risk involved in day trading in general or in stock market, please go to the disclaimer, buysideglobal.com/disclaimer. Okay. If you have any questions during the presentation or after the presentation, please use your phone, take a picture of the slide, so that you have our email address or a phone number. Phone number, typically you can reach us during the business hours, Eastern time, New York market hours. You can reach us anytime. If you don't pick up, maybe we might be in the different customer call, something, but always reach out email. We will respond all the emails as soon as possible, maximum 24 hours business day. Okay. During the presentation, I want you to have your phone handy. You might need to take a screenshot photo of the slide that you're seeing, because that's the best way to take a notes. Just keep a phone with you in camera mode so that you can take the screenshots and then the notes as soon as possible. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to talk about a little bit in terms of some of the information we talked before. The reason is that instead of just introducing the new product right away, I want to give a little bit of background how it works, what it does, so that you are going to understand what is the most important problem it's going to solve. Because we have been training our traders on the strategies for so many years. So we know in terms of what works and what not works, what are the pains you guys go through, the learning curve, right? I think that's the most important part. We as a software firm shrink your learning curve so that you can get to the point A to point B faster using our software. That's what we're trying to do. So today's product is also based on supply and demand trading strategy. If you are supply and demand strategy trader, you would know the fundamental foundation of the strategy is based on market structure. Market always moves in a not like predictable pattern, repeatable pattern, I will say, in terms of it switches between the consolidation zone and then the started trending up or trending down. Consolidation zone is also called as distribution or accumulation. The key is using the supply and demand zones. If you are able to find the consolidation region, the top edge and bottom edge, that's what the trick is, right? I think we try to teach that in terms of how to find the consolidation, what is the top edge, what is the bottom edge, how you can take advantage of when it's breaking out or it's bouncing back. So all the program indicates everything based on this particular market structure. Once you understand market structure, once you understand the behavior of the market, you'll be able to trade a lot better. So this is not an indicator, but I just want to give you what is the supply and demand. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I wanted to go to the new product as soon as possible, but I want to give a little bit of background of what is the supply and demand. Supply and demand is where the demand zone is where the more buyers are coming in and reversing the price action. Or in other words, we can say the price range where buyers are more interested in. Anytime the price come to the range, they are ready to buy more. It always changes based on the market movement. You can see in here, I highlighted the demand zone, the buyer zone in terms of the green, and then the red. It stays there for a long time. Once it switches, it shifts, the whole market shifts. Okay, so why price action is supply and demand is more important, because what are the strategy I'm going to show you, once you see the indicator, you can back test it in terms of look through the historical data. You can see time and time it repeats, the behavior repeats in terms of moving up, consolidate, moving down, or moving up, consolidate. That market pattern repeats. That's why I'm telling in terms of, once you understand the market behavior, once you understand the repeatable pattern, once you understand how to find those consolidation, you'll be able to trade a lot better. Okay, this strategy is the same for your futures trader or a crypto trader or in terms of stock trader. It works the same. Supply and demand consolidation rules or a breakout rules works for any instrument, not just day trading, also a swing trading or a long term. Because the reason I'm telling you is because I use the same strategy for my day trading as well as my retirement account long term. No, I won't say swing trading investment account, because I want to know where I can enter instead of enter at any time. So that's not the topic today, but I want to talk about stay within the day trading today. One of the most and powerful ways finding the consolidation zone. Can you see my mouse movement? Can everybody see when I move the mouse where I'm pointing to? If you can type yes in the question, that's great. Okay, so some of the most powerful indicators is finding the consolidation. Then right here you can see the support and the resistance. Once it breaks out, the problem that a lot of traders have is false breakouts. The traders who draw the lines manually and then using the even the supply and demands, they get lost by the fake breakouts, right? I think we need to that's why we tell to the customers, please don't trade every breakout. Wait for the confirmation, wait for the resistance becomes support. In our case, supply becomes demand. If it is not, don't make a trade. We try to explain how to find the consolidation, how to find the top edge supply, bottom edge demand, how to find the breakout, how to get the confirmation, everything. So even we give the instruction in terms of how to find the clear consolidation, how to wait for the breakout, everything. So like I said, this is, as long as you're able to read those regions, you should be able to lot better. This is our BuySide global supply and demand indicator. We have it for years. The way we trained our traders is that you need to find out the consolidation region. By looking at the naked chart, you can't find it, but you can, if you add on the supply and demand, you can see a little bit more, but still there's a lot of manual work involved. That's what we're trying to solve with a new product, right? So let's give a little bit of background. I have ES on supply and demand indicator. The goal is to find the consolidation region so that either I can scalp or either I can trade the breakout. So this is exactly the consolidation I'm talking about. Market stays within those, but when it comes to the boundaries, that's when a lot of traders make a mistake. That's what we want to solve in terms of, they make the mistake of how to draw this perfect consolidation region so that I can trade the scalping or like a breakout, right? So the boundary is always changing. That's what he deceived and then losing the trade by the false breakout. That's why in terms of, we try to give a lot more examples. Even if you are in the Discord channel, if you are trading Launchpad member, we show them how you can avoid the false break, everything. For example, just because it's break out from the bottom demand, you can see it's still a false breakout because the demand was broken, price moved down, still another demand forms. It's a false breakout. Do not trade as long as you have same demand zone. That means if the price broken to the demand, you need to wait till another supply forms. That means that's when the demand becomes supply becomes demand. In this case, when the market was here, you can see the consolidation was arranged here. As the market moves, you need to adjust your consolidation region, move you down because demand broken, but still another demand formed. Okay, and then price moves, the demand expanded, and the demand finally it broke out. Right here, you can see the supply, instead of another supply formation, the demand formation. That's a clear breakout. We teach all those in terms of how to see the zones, how to avoid the false breakout, how to find the breakout signals. In terms of here in this case, I show you the resistance need to break, not only break through, you need to wait for the confirmation where the supply becomes demand. Now you can see here on our indicator itself how the supply price breaks through and the demand forms. That's a clear trading indication. But let's come to the today's topic. What if the crazy thought is we gave you the supply and demand indicator for all these years or even the last year's program, and then we train you in terms of how to see the zones, how to see the consolidation zone, how to see the bottom edge and then the top edge, how to avoid the false breakouts, and then how to find the real breakout for the trade entries. What if you don't have to do all those things? Because we as a software firm, we believe everything can be automated, right? If we tell you as a trader, please do those as a manual step. Draw this, find the top edge, bottom edge. When it breaks out, adjust your boxes, everything. What if instead of we teaching you all the rules and rules and then the adjustments, everything, the software, what if the software we can design so that it can do for you, so that you don't have to uh, work hard in terms of some. The reason is that even though you are very good at finding the consolidation, everything, the speed matters. The speed really matters. By the time you looking at the chart, analyze it, oh, adjust everything, the trade is gone. Trade is really gone, right? How fast you are able to analyze the chart, finding the top edge, finding the consolidation region, finding the breakout, finding its opportunity really matters. Speed really matters. That's why we've been working on in terms of, yes, we trained you guys for in terms of the videos on how to trade the supply and demand, but for us it will be much easier. A new software sits on top of the supply and demand algorithm, does everything for you. What I showed you right now, the consolidations, breakouts, adjustments, avoid false breakouts, and then the retest, everything. What if we can do everything for you? So that you don't have to check all the rules to find a trade entry. The reason is, think about it. If you are trading, if you are working, a lot of our customers are working from home. They're working from home, focusing on their job. They have the charts on the other end. What if the software signal sitting on top of it, analyzing the chart every single second, every single minute, so that moment it finds the perfect opportunity, it can give the audible signal, and then you can divert attention, then you can able to do it. Otherwise, sitting in the chart all day, finding the same focus of all the rules every second is very hard. That's the biggest problem that we have right now. Our mind is not that fast, right? So hopefully, okay, all right, so let's go to the next slide. So that's why we're introducing a new product called BSG Zone Entry Signals Indicator. What it does is, whatever we taught you in terms of how to use the supply and demand zones, how to see it, which zone to ignore, which zone to really consider, which zone, how to form a consolidation region, how to avoid the false breakout. When it breaks out, I really want to know immediately so that I can start trading it. Okay, nothing is 100%, but we want to get there faster. We want to do almost 80% of the work that you could do. We can do it faster with the software. That's why we wanted to introduce the zone entry signals, so that we will do most of the work so that you don't have to do it. Okay, also we want to focus on the better risk management. Not only we want to give you the entry signals, we want to give you the highly confident stop loss level, so that you can not only can enter the trade, you can place the trade on a reliable stop loss location. Okay, I think it's time for a demo. Do you guys have any questions so far before I jump in? During the presentation, during the demo, if you have any question, please type your questions in the question section or a chat. I will be able to address it soon. Okay, let's switch. All right, let's start with in terms of how in general market works. Can you see my screen? Okay. Do you see my chart? Do you see my chart? Okay, perfect. What I have is ES on 5-minute chart. Before we start with our indicator, I want to show you the foundation of a supply and demand. Every time we talk about in terms of once we see the supply and demand, your focus should right away go on how to find the consolidation. Every market have a consolidation and really breakout, right? So you in this case, you can tell I'm trading for so many years, so I know in terms of which particular part is like a consolidation area. We can tell, I can tell right here in terms of market is consolidating right here. The break supply becomes demand, demand signal comes in, you can trade. But as a new trader, you can't do uh, that fast learning. That's why we want to introduce there. Also, I want to talk about the chart by itself. Not only we recommend you to use supply and demand, we also recommend you to use the price action chart. The time-based chart here, in terms of even the signal is right here, demand, the risk you're going to take is so huge, because when the price moves fast, you will not be able to enter the signal fast. That's why we recommend in terms of the price action chart, remove the time factor. That's why we provide BSG Pro Bar chart, purely price action chart. It removes the time factor completely away. Okay, let's look at uh, the, okay, so let me switch to, yes. Okay, this is the price action chart I'm talking about. This is ES, I think it's from November 30, December 1st, last two trading days. Once you place the chart using price action, you can definitely see much more better clarity, but still you are required to do a lot of manual work in terms of the consolidation here, those things, right? But okay, let me remove this. This is what you have right now. It prints lots of demand zones, supply zones that you have to, in terms of, we have to analyze this chart. You need to understand which zone to work, which zone to ignore, when can you enter, what is the stop, everything you need to design. But let me add the new indicator that we have, that we're releasing today, so that you'll be able to see what it can do for you. Okay. All right. So you can tell in terms of, it is able to give you the trade. This is the trade signal. Anytime a demand zone or supply zone marked with the yellow border and then the triangle, golden yellow triangle, that is really a signal. But the beauty is not just a signal. I want you to understand. I wanted to show one more thing there. The indicator also gives you the consolidation region. Look at this one. But any point in time, it's going to give you the top and the bottom, top edge, bottom edge. Instead of printing every single zone, it's going to print you the actual boundary. I'm not sure whether you can see here in terms of, look at here. You see this? In this case, it's printing, it is holding only the bottom demand and top supply. And then even here, it was, okay, one more most important problem that all supply demand traders face. The consolidation zone is not rectangle always. Don't expect it to be a perfect rectangle. In this case, it's fine, but look at this time frame. If you look at this time frame, this is shifting. That it is not a perfect. This is not a perfect rectangle. It is shifting the top and bottom edge. But indicator was able to track it. Once it breaks down, the supply was broken, and the demand formation, it is giving a signal right here. So that's why understanding the chart. If you wanted to see all the zones, sure, this indicator also includes all zones. Okay, you can see in terms of this indicator also, if you want to see all the indicator zones, you can have it that too. But if you wanted to see only the most important boundary, consolidation boundary, and then the breakout signals, you can just turn on show only the strong edge zones, and then like the signals. Okay. One more thing in terms of the this indicator, you don't have to change any settings for ES, NQ, CL. It doesn't really matter because everything falls under the same strategy. Does not, you don't need to change anything. But the chart for ES, we have the pro bars at 15 and 2 for the bar size, and then the incremental size 15 and 2. Same thing, I have it for the CL. So let me switch to CL for a second. Okay, so let me switch to CL. This is CL with the supply and demand, existing indicator that you have already. Okay, this is an example. Before I switch to the new signal indicator, you can see the way I can tell in terms of there's a lot of zones, like too many zones getting printed. But if you are able to analyze the rectangle formation and then the breakout, you can trade. You can still trade with, but check it out. What if we switch the supply and demand indicator with the zone, how it adds a clarity. Okay, I'm going to show both edge there. All right, can you see now in terms of it is the whole choppiness, whole like a consolidation region, it is clearly marking, it is ignoring all the noisy supply and demand zones, giving you the top edge and bottom edge, top edge and bottom edge. It's keeping the market adjusting your false breakouts. You can see the false breakouts 1, 2, 3, again top 1, 2, 3. You can see how many false breakout happened. Still, it was able to adjust the consolidation area. Look what happened. Look what happened when finally the price breaks out from the consolidation region. It is giving you a signal in terms of where you can take it. That's a power of the new indicator. It is going to do all the analysis, monitor the market continuously, measure the consolidation region in terms of adjusting your consolidation boundaries, and then once it break out, it's going to give the signal. The reason, one more important point is that you don't have to trade only the trading signals. The reason is that even those these top and bottom edge boundaries, you could also scalp it if the market is like a range bounded. So we can talk about that in a second, but let's focus on the signals alone. You can see the consolidation breakout, and then every time it breaks out in terms of it keep on the adjustments signals. You can see the market every time there is a yellow triangle, those are signals. This is almost what. Any questions so far in terms of any if you guys need anything in terms, can you open an NQ chart with new indicator? Yes, I can open NQ chart in new indicator. Yes, I'm going to show you in NQ. I'm going to show in CL. I'm going to show in ES. I'm not going to show the stocks, but stocks works amazingly fine too. Exactly same thing. How does it works on the time-based chart? We don't recommend time-based chart for the reason when we back tested so many days, I think it will be better to trade on the price action chart that comes with that's why we are not going to sell the index indicator alone, because it's not the indicator, the full setup. You need a full setup. That's why we are going to give you the bundle, the pro bar chart, and then the signals indicator, supply and demand zones, and also we're going to include the levels. I'll tell you the reason why levels is most critical. You need a full setup. That's why we're going to show in there. We're not going to show anything in any minute chart, anything, because we recommend only in this setup. You have to trade the zone entry signals on a pro bar chart. That's one of the requirements that we have. So, all right. So, all right. So let's go back. You can see in terms of it keeps on switching. One more information. If you are trading supply and demand zone, I have spoken to so many traders. The one mistake, even though I tell them multiple times, they make the same mistake again and again. They think they're picking their own stop loss because, oh, I enter the trade, but always I pick like 8 ticks, 10 ticks. That's the biggest mistake. Please don't make a mistake. One thing changed my trading is that it doesn't matter where you enter. The stop loss is the most important part. If just because you entered at a random place, if you place a stop loss at 8 ticks, 10 tick fixed one, you are going to you are exposing yourself to huge risk. Let me tell you why. Okay, so that I can show you some examples in that case why it's very important to know these signals. Take a look at this one. Anytime there is a signal, these zones in terms of you can see the price can come down, but most of the time the base of the zone is important. You need to have the stop loss couple of ticks, not right on the edge. If you're taking this long signal, keep the stop loss right couple of ticks, 2, 3, doesn't matter, just couple of ticks below. Just because you're entering here, the signal came here, your price is right here. If you enter here, don't place a stop loss somewhere here or somewhere like 8 ticks. Fixed stop loss is always riskier. If one thing I want to take away is that you enter your trade based on your stop. Okay, so we enter your trade based on a stop. What do I mean by that? Most of the time, we enter the trade first and then choose a stop loss. But if you reverse, if you know where is the most ideal stop loss and then try to enter the trade close to the stop loss, is gonna minimize your risk as well as it's going to increase your odds in the trade. Okay, I can show you again and again in terms of how many times this particular, look at here, even though here it came down, retested and come down. These signals in terms of retest is much more important. Don't pick fixed stop loss. Always every signal, if in this short trade you're gonna have the stop loss right here. Do not pick a random or any fixed ones. Okay, and also one of the guidelines is like we talked about in stop loss. Always stop loss should go below the zone. Fixed stop loss is not going to work most of the time. You're going to get stopped out. Number 2, nothing is 100%, right? Nothing is 100%. Still, some of look at here. In this case, right here, this changed. Nothing is 100%. How can you avoid in terms of how can you maximize those signals? Your goal is to, when the trade is not working, you got to exit sooner. If the trade is working, you got to stay in the trade longer. That is the most important point. So why we say that? Because once you enter the trade, always have the strategy in terms of moment it reaches, let's say 8 ticks or 10 ticks in your direction, try to have a break even. We'll talk about a break even separately. We'll send you the video, but always try to see in terms of moment it says 8 ticks, 10 ticks, move your stop loss above your entry price so that you won't get stopped out. Okay, let's move to CL. Okay, so we are in CL actually. Okay, so let's, and then if you can ask what happens, how does this indicator work on a trending day, right? So let's look at the trending day one more time. Let's look at ES 30 days. Okay, all right, so this is ES. I have all 30 days loaded right now. I wanted to see how it works on a trending day. Look at here, market was consolidating here. Like I told you, remember the chart I showed you? Even on a trending day, market moves in a predictable pattern. Moves up, consolidate, moves up, consolidate, moves down, consolidate, moves. It move could be changing, but consolidation always be there. That's the entry you need to have. In this case, you can see the consolidation breaks out, red signal right here. Okay, consolidation right here, breaks out, trade right here. Look at the retest. That's why you need to have the stop loss below the zone. Okay, moves up, breaks out, another signal here. Okay, retested. Your stop loss is right here. Okay, don't have fixed stop. Moves up, Okay, breaks out, trade here. You can see how that even the trending day, this is the most powerful way to trade even on a trending day. It's going to give you the consolidation zone clearly print out, bottom edge, top edge, and also you are going to have the clear signals. All right. So in terms of here, even you can see that here how many times it retested, and then there. Okay, all right. So you can go every time the market shift, you can see the top edge, bottom edge with a signal. Okay, such a reliable. We tested this for such a long. We back tested with different ways. That's why we don't recommend any time-based chart. We recommend you to trade with this custom chart based Probos. We will send you the settings for the chart for ES and the CL 15 and 2. That's what I recommend. For NQ 50 and 5. Okay, so somebody wanted to see NQ. I'm going to show that in a second. I just want to show you how it works on a trending day. Look at how powerful is that. Once you pick it, the market came back and then it stays. That's why our stop loss suggestion is such an important factor here, right? You can see that market, even the market reverses, it reverses right above your stop loss level. Okay, look at this consolidation, breakout. Okay, I'm not sure you can see. Look at this one, perfect consolidation here. If I add the, okay, what to show you the power of this indicator, I want to show you with all zones so that you know how much powerful this is. Okay, look at this. Oh, you can see that it's too noisy. You see that lots of zones. You can see those things. But now, if you have just this new indicator, it's going to hide everything. It's going to hide everything. It's going to give you only the consolidation bottom edge, top edge, bottom edge, top edge, and then the signals. Okay, look at this signal here, consolidation, breakout, breakout, and then breakout here, breakout here. Okay. Okay. So did I miss any questions here? Okay. Do you have a target for the initial profit, or if you have multiple targets? That's a big topic I want to discuss. I will send you a separate video, over purchase indicator, how to have the contracts, how to have the target, how to exit, because I need to talk about the levels indicator to talk about the trade management target. I don't have the time right now, but we are going to include the levels indicator along with this bundle, but I'm going to send you a video separately on this one. Okay. Some traders want to see NQ. Let's go to NQ. Okay. This is NQ. I have it for like last 30 days. You can see the breakout. One thing you need to note down, NQ, I have BSG Pro Boss 50 and 5. That's the only difference. There is no other setting change between the crude, between ES and then the NQ. For ES and crude, I have 15 and 5, 15 and 2. Here 50 and 5. Okay. The reason is you need to adjust the price action chart based on the price range of the volatility. Okay. So if you we can teach you how to pick those things. If not, you can always reach us out. We can help you with the settings for chart. All right. So you can see consolidation right here, and then the breakout goes up. I don't want to show all the zones, but you can tell in terms of it's keep on shifting. Look at those like why I say don't have the stop loss right on the zone, couple of ticks below. That's very, very important. Don't just keep it right there. Now you can say market is consolidating here. Once a breakout, you can see power of stop loss, the zone, have it here. Again, market reverses, breaks out. Okay. Did I miss any other question there? Okay. I never see now. Okay, which bar printing? Okay, do I have fast? All right, I think, all right, so I think that's what I want to show you. I think hopefully I was able to answer every single question. Let's go back to the presentation. I want to show you the bundle. I want to show you the, okay. 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 All right. So let's move on. So the full bundle that we're going to talk about, trading launchpad, focused on training you from ground up. No previous trading necessary. You're going to have the zones entry indicator. It also includes the supply and demand zones. We are going to send you with the pro bars chart, custom chart. Also, we're going to include the BSG levels. Also, we're going to give you access to the private Discord channel, the chat room where I'm going. Sometimes I post my trade entries, how I enter, how do I manage my trade. Everything is in the Discord chat. You can also ask any questions in there. Okay, so we're going to include all the three products in terms of zone entry signals, pro bar chart levels. Zone entry signals also include supply and demand. You don't need supply and demand indicators alone anymore. Okay, now this is the product. This is the final pricing in terms of if you are interested in the indicator with a full setup, including the price action chart, including the levels, supply and demand zones, as well as you need to go to buysideglobal.com/launchpad. For now, we're going to extend the Black Friday discount for a couple of days this weekend alone. Use the discount code Signal, 25% off on your first payment. If you are if you are joining annual subscription, you're going to get 25% on full 1 year, all 12 months discount. If you are buying the monthly subscription, you're going to get the first payment 20% off on the 199 down, and then it's $99 per month. Okay, take your phone, please take a screenshot so that you have the link where you can get the product, buysideglobal.com/launchpad. You also have the discount code Signal, also have your email address, phone number that you can reach us out. Okay, I want to address one more thing. This is the roadmap we had in terms of Q3. We wanted to launch the program, supply and demand program, the indicators bundle, training, the chart, everything we did. Now today we are releasing the BSG zone entry signals. Simplify. That's a software does everything for you. Give you the signals. Same, we're gonna release the new product of order flow confluence, because you can see sometimes the signal fails, but if you close look at the actual order flow on the level 1 or level 2, it's going to give you the information that you could not see on supply and demand, so that you will be able to ignore some trades, that filter out some trades. So that's why we are going to release one more order flows confluence indicator. If you purchase this bundle today, you're going to lock in your price for at least a year. So you're going to get this indicator, new order flow confluence indicator in the Q1 2024 at no cost. So this is a program. Now today we're going to have 3 indicators, actually 4 indicators, including supply and demand. If you purchase now, you're going to lock in your price at least for a year. But obviously, when we add a new product to the bundle in March or February, obviously the price is going to increase. Price is going to increase. As we add more products to the bundle, price is going to increase. But if you join program now, you will be able to lock in your price for at least for a year. Okay. And also, if you are already a member of Trading Launchpad member, you don't have to purchase this product right now. You're gonna get this indicator on Monday when we ship out to the new members. Do you have any questions? Did I answer everything, or do I need to okay. So okay, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. But please take a screenshot of this page, the URL that you can get the access to the product, buysideglobal.com/launchpad, discount code Signal, SIGNAL, to get the 25% off on your first payment. I said first payment because if you're paying annual subscription, you're going to get the 20% off on the full 1 year, 12 months. If you are going to get the monthly subscription on the first month payment, you're going to get 50% discount. Reach us. I have the phone number and email address here so that you can reach us out any questions. All the signals will happen real time, but it will be displayed only after confirmation. It looks for algorithm, looks for some confirmation to happen. Like I told you, the breakout, avoid false breakouts, wait for the little bit of confirmations. It's all built in. So it's all built in there. Will this be blood? No. Okay. Yes, I think some of the customers, Mohammed Makis, I already have the bundle, the Launchpad bundle. Makis, no, you don't have to purchase this. You're going to get this product on Monday. If you're already a member of Launchpad monthly or yearly membership, you don't have to purchase. But if you already have supply and demand indicator or levels, you have to purchase because it's a complete program. But if you are already a supply and demand bundle, the Launchpad bundle, you're going to get it without any additional cost. Okay. Does your indicator use volume? It uses volume, it uses order flow, it uses its zones, it uses a lot more. Algorithm looks at so many factors, Greg, not just the swings. It looks at a lot more. Okay, but can you? Some of you asking for automated. We are working on integrating these signals, everything on our supply and demand trading bot. That's something we are working on, hoping to release updated supply and demand with this new algorithm pretty soon. But for now, all these signals are manually for manual trading. You're going to have the audible alert, visual alert. It's going to print out the real time, the signals, print out the real time consolidations, top edge, bottom edge, so that you'll be able to trade. Okay. No, we don't recommend using any minute chart, Renko chart. No, I think if you are purchasing the product, you are